charger here. Hey.
Hey y'all. I'm so sorry.
Good. 20. I don't know why I thought I brought my charger out here, but I guess I didn't. Hey, let me send out a few invites before we start.
All good. If it's short and sweet, I got a client coming at like 8 for some alterations for prom because the schedule has been scheduling. But I was like, let me make sure that I tell her to come later. I didn't even bring my iPhone so I can let people know too. I wonder if that's the daggone phone in the car, to be honest.
You said what?
All right, cousin, I ain't gonna be no help today unless I can um minimize this to invite people in. How you doing?
Good. Can't lie, time slipped away from me today, but good.
That's good.
Watching Hathor run around.
I cannot believe that girl done went from want to walk to like immediately run, but
Thanks.
it makes sense. It's befitting because it's
All right.
then they you know how people be trying to say, oh, that baby moving fast, but the baby ain't moving fast. It's just the kids are really intelligent.
They just ready to explore.
Mhm.
Shoot, as soon as they see they can do it, they like, oh, I can do this. Okay, and they off to the races. I don't know why I thought I brought that charger. He must have took it downstairs. All right, we can start at like 5 minutes.
It's all good.
Let me turn down that a little bit.
I'm gonna go see if I can't get my iPhone and see if I can let some of the regulars know.
Okay, that works. Excuse me.
That's it.
Thank you. I don't know why I thought I brought that charger. All right, we're just waiting for 5 minutes to hit. Then we're gonna get started.
I think I left it in the car, cousin. I don't see it.
Shoot, this one. So let's see if we saw.
There you go.
Somebody else will show. Let's see. Lavva.
Kalisha graduation is streaming right now at the same time.
Yeah, I saw that she had posted. about her graduation.
Let me put my boobs away.
You said what?
Let me put my boobs away.
Oh.
Too distracted.
Oh shoot, we didn't hit comments already. All right, let's get it going.
All right.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. This Monday we're going to be talking about manifesting through music. My name is Mona Red, also known as the Queen Beauty.
Oh, and I'm Mylanka, also known as M Code Lux or M Code Lux TV. You follow our YouTube channel. With that.
Yes. And today we bringing it back. I know last week we didn't do Manifestation Monday. Was focusing on grounding, connecting with mother. Funny Mother's Day just passed. But this Monday we will be talking about manifesting through music. Feel like that is a great topic to talk about right now. Music is energy. Energy is everything. So it corresponds hand in hand. So I feel like it's an important topic to talk about because it affects us so much. And then us melanated people, we are very much in tune with music. So I think it's very important to talk about how music just affects us mentally, emotionally, physically, um, and just how it can have an effect on what we're manifesting, how we're manifesting, the whole nine. So, yes, we're going to be talking about manifesting through music. Thank you for everybody who's popping in. Be sure to
Absolutely.
like, comment, interact with us. We love to see it.
Oh, I'm here this week. I've been slacking. No worries, mate. No worries. No worries. We just happy you here. Look, we got
Um,
3 people in the room and we got 2 likes. So we grateful, okay?
exactly.
Gratitude. Gratitude. And life be lifing.
Yeah,
Life be
it's
lifing.
I can't hold you busy. We've been traveling like crazy, so
Yes.
it definitely
Absolutely.
happens.
But this I gotta give it to you, cousin. You've been consistent, been showing up and continuing to build your audience. So I gotta give it to you because for all the running around that I've been doing, I have not had time to dedicate to my YouTube channel. So y'all can go and watch the intro video and y'all can go and watch them shorts that I have.
Right.
But I'm gonna have to dedicate some more consistent time to YouTube. It's like another job. So
It
you have
is.
been holding it down, being consistent with the content. And so like I just gotta commend you on that.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I know you got a lot going on being a mom, being a
Yes.
business owner, being a fiance.
Right.
Yes.
So much. But no, yeah, it's been going good. All right, so music.
Yes.
Did you want to start or did you want me to start?
Um, you go ahead and start, cousin.
All right, so I was just posting recently actually because I don't know why I didn't know, but music actually activates both sides of your brain. So it
Mhm.
activates the left side of your brain, as far as like words, language, and then the music, sounds, vibration is the right side of your brain. And that really connects with us as melanated people because we really are right brain people. You know, we are very much in tune with energy. So it makes sense that music just comes to us how it does.
Mm.
Um, yeah, just that one fact is really a lot. That can be both negative and positive, just depending on what type of music you listening to. Um, I know, just speaking for myself personally, I grew up in Detroit, Motown. So I always grew up, listening to, all the oldies.
Absolutely.
Anybody know me know I love the old music, old school, Temptations, the Whispers, everybody, R&B, but then also hip hop, rap.
Yeah.
But even in that, knowing, well, growing to learn just about spirituality and manifesting, just knowing how the type of music or what type of music I listen to, how that can affect my mindset and the stuff that I'm doing. And really, I don't know. I feel like a point in my life I just got really like I've always been really empathic and sensitive, but just being more aware of certain things,
Mhm.
I had to cut out certain music.
Yeah.
Like
So,
I had no choice. And really in doing that, I noticed a huge difference just on my life, my mindset, um, and just how that affected me personally. Um, I know we love a good beat, but truth be told, if there's no actual substance behind that beat and the words, I mean, we just finished talking about language was the left side, so that's gonna affect that side of your brain. The actual music could be good, but if the language and what's being spoken, those are words of affirmation. If it's not
mhm,
positive, then there's no real benefit to that type of music. So
mhm,
just me cutting out certain type of music, it definitely just showed a major difference in just how I live my life, how my brain worked. You notice less depression.
right.
I was doing research and they were just talking about just listening to certain types of low vibrational music, it can cause depression, anxiety, more aggressive thoughts. Uh, Shoot, here in Detroit, you know, I can't hold you up. Sada Baby, he has some bumping music, but when a nigga talking about killing people and calling women hoes and bitches out their names, it's not really good. It's not good for the soul at all. So it definitely just in my life, uh I really appreciate music. I can't hold you. Like music is literally my life. That's how I heal myself, through music.
Mhm.
If I'm going
Yeah.
through something, music will definitely get me back there. So yeah. What's your personal take on music and how music affects or
Okay.
has affected you?
Um, Definitely grew up in a musical household. Not necessarily growing up in the DMV area, right? And um, with the mother that I have, that's very pro-black, very, you know, your words are powerful type of mom. So we grew up listening to a lot of Bob, a lot of music that was a message driven, with instruments,
Facts.
a lot of African, well, depending on what country in Africa, but like a lot of just drum heavy
Yeah, I
music,
was about to say drumming. Yeah.
um, go go, of course, right?
Hmm.
And you just you just learn s- you just gravitate towards certain vibrations. That's the best way I can say, because
Right.
everything in our universe is vibrations, but you gravitate towards different vibrations. And so my mom was very like this woman that listened to everything, right? And I think that that molded and shaped me as well. Like country, Shania Twain back in the 90s, we rolling through the hood, she bopping Shania Twain. We was trying to sink down in our seats so that nobody see us. But later on you learn how to appreciate it,
Right.
when you go into different rooms. But I definitely find that the traditions of like waking up on Saturday and then cutting on some fast-paced music to help clean up,
Right.
waking up on Sunday, cutting on that gospel, getting yourself in the spirit. Cause my mom really wasn't a church going woman, but
Hmm.
she prayed, she taught us how to pray and things like that. So um music is definitely and was and still is a foundation of um a foundation of life, a foundation of like if you in a bad mood, you can cut on some Stevie Wonder and or just some higher vibrational music. It could
Right.
be who my people, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, Don't You Worry About a Thing. Like
Right.
there's
Facts.
some is healing with it, as you said.
Yeah.
And I just think about it like in the sense of those vibrations and you being mindful of what kind of things you decide to ingest, because eating is, I mean, ingesting is not only eating.
Facts.
You consume, everybody consumes different um things other than food throughout the day. So if you're going to consume something, Yeah, we did have a time, right, during the Nuck If You Buck era when we
Right.
was Nuck If You Buck, Lil Jon and the East Side
Trina.
Boys, and
Ooh, don't get me started. I already
we
know.
did, we some head busters and 3 6 Mafia. But I'm telling you, at this point of my life, I can't. I listen to a lot of underground music. I can't listen to what's on the radio because it's
Yeah, facts.
you know it's not anything that you would want to feed yourself. You know what I
Fact.
mean? Um, so that's my background with music. The vibrations, the solid foundation from my mom, and how I just lean on it. Anybody can have a soundtrack story to their life. Here go y'all cousin. Here go y'all cousin
Hey,
coming
Marley.
in. Mm,
Yeah, I definitely was about to touch on just spirits and energy. One, growing up, a lot of people always heard about like the Illuminati and all in the music industry and stuff like that.
mhm,
And just knowing that and then researching, some of the different rituals and stuff that goes on, it's definitely not necessarily good intentions going into the music industry nowadays and the record labels and all of that. But also just knowing what type of energies the people who are creating the music have, because truthfully, since music is energy, you got to really watch out for, like I said, who is creating the music, because if somebody is depressed, if
mhm,
somebody is truthfully killing people and murdering people, they got a lot of lower level entities and energies that's on them, that's coming out through the music and through the words that they're speaking. So if you're activate, if both of your sides of your brain is being activated, you're very susceptible to the energies and spirits that's coming through the music when you're listening
mhm,
to it. So
mm,
you have to be careful of what you're listening to, because those spirits travel through those energies,
mhm. To
especially
those
if
vibrations.
exactly, especially if like you're very empathetic like how I am, especially like with kids. Like I honestly, I can't stand seeing people having their kids listen to certain music, because they are way more sensitive to certain energies than we are, and they pick up on a lot of that stuff. So just seeing certain kids, singing certain type of lyrics, and it really bothers me. It really does. But I just know, in my personal life, I really make sure I'm being careful of what type of music I let my daughter listen to,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
music definitely carries energies. It carries spirits, and you have to be careful. You really do. Just what you're taking in.
Absolutely. I agree. Dang, I had a flash of a thought when you said something. It's
Hey
like,
y'all, I see y'all in the comments.
it's like when, especially when the okay, so you mentioned earlier about the beats, how people can like get caught up in a good beat. So when you get caught up in a good beat, but you're not being mindful of what the words are saying, it's almost like it's putting you in a trance like state,
It
especially if the words or the chorus, it keeps repeating itself. Music isn't even structured the way that it was structured back in the 90s right now.
they changed the frequency of the music.
I know from 432 to 440, which mess ups, which it's not, it offsets, it disbalances us,
About
right?
exactly. Hmm.
But even like how, like, I'm talking about in the night in okay, I'm sorry. I'm a 90s babies. I'm sorry. It was the I want to say like we had some better music. So think about the love songs of the 90s, how, like, there were some toxic love songs, but there were some good love songs too.
Right.
And then say you had like your first verse, your chorus, your second verse, then you'll take it to the bridge. You know what I mean? But and then you'll wrap it up with another chorus. A lot of songs don't have bridges no more.
Right.
And then a lot of songs aren't really like aren't really they aren't healthy. Okay. I get mad at myself because I have my car now and I'm listening to the radio. And then it's this song by Chris Brown. And mind you, the stuff just gets stuck in your head.
Exactly. It's
Robitussin,
programmed that way.
you
Mm-hmm.
know,
That's why you gotta be careful.
can't do Percocets on my leg. And I'm like, Chris Brown is is talking about stuff like this. Like,
I didn't even know that.
come on. The song gets stuck in your head. And whether you think it is or not, like your programming, everything is
Exactly.
programming. Everything is programming. So when it comes to manifesting with music, just choose wisely. Choose wisely what you're allowing into your energy and in your frequency. Because, like you said, once you stop listening to certain kinds of music, you noticed a change. You notice a
Exactly. Your
change.
thoughts. You
Yeah.
listening to people who you know is depressed. You know they're putting
Mhm,
that in your music, and then it's getting stuck in your head, spirits,
mhm,
energies. So then you're depressed. If you listen to somebody
mhm.
talking about killing, shooting, then you can't go nowhere without being paranoid as hell because you thinking it's gonna be that type of energies around. But
Mhm.
like how you were talking about like trance, like music literally will put you in a trance. I know um there are certain meditations that you can do with certain type of music just dancing. I mean, anybody who dances or just like to dance, whether you dance professionally or not, no, you can get lost in the music, you can get lost in the beat, and you will literally go into a trance,
Mhm.
which can be good just depending on what type of music you are listening to and how you're channeling that energy. So
Absolutely.
that's very important. And then I've noticed a lot of the music now is artificial. um I'm a
Yep.
live music head. Listen, if it's live music, I'm there. It's
Absolutely.
just a different type of energy. Like each instrument, has its own energy. So live music is definitely where it's at. I would definitely recommend live music over anything. Um, like I said, a lot of the music now is artificial, it's
Yeah.
electric, it's not natural. Um, so you can really use it to your own benefit.
I think that that does something to your body too when the like it's did y'all know that Chanel Monet drastic change musically recently? Hmm.
Absolutely, I can't hold you. It's just certain artists that I don't really listen to. Like, I'm the type of person, if I like a song, I listen to the song, you know. But like how you were just talking about Chris Brown, I listen to all the old Chris Brown stuff, but I don't know none of the new Chris Brown stuff. Um, it just depends on the artist. I mean, shoot, we
Mhm.
seen her, she out showing her titties, and then you also just got to think about the youth. To be honest, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I know what's the girl, one of the city girls, she was just talking about how she wouldn't have her children listen to her music. And I'm like, so why the hell would you create that music? It don't make sense to me.
Cardi B don't even let her kids listen to her.
Exactly. She speaks on the fact that how certain music that she does rap and talk about how it activates and brings certain demons. So I mean, we all know how the music industry is, contracts, all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about the next generation. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about the frequencies. I'm thinking about the energy. That's all that really matters. To be honest, I don't put no energy into a lot of these artists at all. Like Andre, no, I tell him to turn some shit off real quick. I
Right.
don't I don't like it. It definitely it it irritates my soul.
Mhm.
I don't resonate with it at all. Like
You gotta
it,
you gotta find some good underground music nowadays. And I mean, unfortunately, there's some people that have good quality music that's on the radio. I did hear this song recently. It surprised me. I really liked it. It was like giving girls the game on like he's storytelling, but then he like one never something 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 two. Never love a man more than you love yourself 3. And it
Girl, that
and
sound like some Life Jennings.
it won't
Uh
like the man was rapping, and I was like,
oh wow.
oh, and I don't have the Shazam app no more, but
Hmm.
I don't know who. But the song plays on the radio and it plays consistently, and I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna figure out who
Who that is?
who that is. But
Nice.
a lot of other stuff is trash. But
Absolutely.
if you can find you some good underground artists, or just find whatever.
It's music
Uh,
out there. It's
yes, it
definitely
is.
it's a lot, like you said, underground artists. It's a lot of
Or independent, yeah,
exactly. That's
independent
definitely
artists.
where it is. Just, it's. I mean, I'm gonna shout some people out, but it's definitely a lot of good R&B music, a lot of good soul music, shit, even a lot of good rock music that you can find that's of higher vibrations. They not putting out no shit low vibrational energy, no low spirits. Not. It's funny. That's what I was gonna mention. I remember I had did some shrooms one time, and then I had gotten a car, and then I was listening to some music. Nah, I remember some Ari Lennox played. It was somebody else who played. You could really feel music on a whole nother level when you do the shrooms. But I remember it was an August Alsina song that came on. As I'm listening to the song, like it was just like sex, sex, sex. That's
Mm,
like all that was like in my head, even to the point where my trip was like really like up there. That was the most I had ever done. And then I'm over here like, I shit you not, it came out of my mouth. Andre was there. I'm like thinking about having sex with August Alsina. I had said it out loud, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this music? Like almost where I'm thinking this nigga about to pop up in my back seat. Like it was just crazy as hell. Like it's I'm telling you, like spirits, they be on these tracks. I mean, if you think about it, niggas be high as hell. Niggas, and these are people who feel like they can't make music unless they are high as hell.
that's
What
true.
does that tell you? I
Mhm.
mean, I mean, let's just be real. I mean, but on a positive note, it's a
Yeah,
lot of good music that I do listen to. I know I
and
mentioned before Free Soul, the
mhm,
girl named Lavva, OSHUN, R&B soul. I listen to my Ledisi. I listen to my Lily Hathaway, Kim. I still listen to my old school. I already mentioned the Whispers, Temptations. Um,
Earth,
even
Wind and Fire.
what's his name? He just came out with some new music too. The Isley Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Um, so it's a lot of good music out here, and you can really use that just to channel certain energies. If
Mhm.
you feeling like love, play some good love music, some
Yeah.
feel good music.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I have any. Some of my now I have YouTube Premium
mm,
because I don't like commercials. I don't. I
girl,
really.
tell me about
I
it.
can't stand the commercials. But I have a playlist. I have a lot of different playlists. Some of them are private, and then some of them are open to the public. So if y'all want to go and check out what playlists that I have open to the public, you can always. But a good love songs playlist, okay. Um, a playlist called Winning. I got a whole playlist called Afrobeat, okay, because it's not a game. Sometimes you just need those good vibes. I have a whole playlist called Get Your Ass Up, okay, and that playlist is like, your fast paced, fast tempo music for when you're cleaning up. A playlist of classics that is mixed with everything, any genre that I love, from rock to Gwen Stefani, from the Killers to Gwen Stefani to um it's a whole lot of stuff on the classics. I'm a successful entrepreneur, healing music, I'm healing, you know, workout music, Risha music, because every morning when I wake up, I listen to my Risha music,
Facts,
listen to my angels, my ancestors, my God, my
absolutely.
protectors for being with me. Of course, we got a soca and dance hall playlist, like that's a necessity. Sunday morning praise playlist, okay, and anime anime playlist too, because them songs be getting stuck in your head from the intros. of your favorite shows too. So music
Not
is
an
like
anime.
music
I
is
can't hold you. They do be playing some interesting music. I can't lie. The anime be having some stuff in there.
supposed to be good, and then people sleep on anime thinking that it's cartoon. But for me, I watch it for
They have some spiritual stuff
right.
in there.
It is. It's very
Like
hidden.
who is it? But actually, it's a few shows. But it's one show in particular when they were teaching the kids how to just activate their magic, doing different mudras and stuff. And I'm like, yo, they be putting all of the good stuff. All it's crazy. In a lot of these kid shows and in the anime, they put a lot of great information. To be honest,
And I think that they like I watch it and then I can pick up on it, right? Because you gotta have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And but I think that the kids gravitate towards it because something within their, subconscious relates to it.
facts.
Like Marley is into this show now. This is completely off of music and manifesting. But for a second, she's into this show called Demon Slayer. And
I heard about that. I haven't seen it.
the heroes go around and they be hunting the demons that be terrorizing the people. And then we're gonna go back to the chat because my sister's saying some good stuff up in the chat. But on Demon Slayer, in order for them to concentrate and defeat the demons, they have different breathing techniques: water breathing, fire breathing, beast breathing, um, sound breathing, and it's like different levels to the different techniques for the breathing. And I'm like, child, if this ain't some old metaphysical
Facts. Exactly.
stuff that's just in here, like, okay, because if you're calm, okay, and you're able to direct your energy to being calm when you're being faced with some serious adversity like a demon and you know how to breathe correctly, you can overcome and triumph through like whatever they throw at you. And I'm just like, okay, I'm
Absolutely.
here for the
And
show.
people are doing it every day. Every day. We just sat here and talked about how there's spirits who go through music. I mean, if that is true, and these type of songs is getting stuck in your head, those are energies. Those are demons being attached to you. So you're dealing
Mm,
with people with demons on a day to day basis. It's just
mhm,
how you're dealing with them. That's the whole thing about like being triggered. That's why I really be stressing about not letting your anger get the best of you, calming
mm,
down, breathing, not reacting. Um, it's very important because you just have to have a certain level of self control, emotional intelligence for
yeah.
sure. It's very important. It's very important.
Mm. I got a book I wrote down to make sure that I share with everybody. This book is called The Mozart Effect. Um,
I heard that before.
it's a good book. I haven't read this book in over I read it when I was in college, when I was in Brooklyn, just on my knowledge journey. Like, like I wasn't playing no games when I lived in Brooklyn. That's when I cut out like TV. That was honestly the start of my spiritual journey.
And
Moving
that's a
from
challenge. I
home
already know
so far.
because
Come on,
the
moving so
energies
far
in
from
New York, I can imagine.
it was. So when I read the Mozart Effect and read like how that's was one of the first books that opened up my eyes to frequencies and how like people would cut on Mozart and then put the headphones on their belly while the baby was developing and the baby would come out just a little bit
Absolutely.
more intelligent,
Absolutely.
or people play Mozart because of the way that he composed his music for concentration or for brain stimulation. At this point, I got Marley. Instead of going to sleep to the sonic, sounds that are on YouTube, I just got her going to sleep to Mozart.
Absolutely. And jazz is really important too. Oh my goodness, what's his name? Uh Dr. Be Serious. You know, he always talking
Mhm.
about energy and music and all of that. But him and a lot of other people are just talking about the importance of jazz music and just the jazz era and
Mhm.
how people were really just what's the word? They weren't. It wasn't music that was already composed. They were just flowing,
Mm.
taking the energy from the ethers and just going what it is. So if you're listening to music that that is what's the correct term for it? Improvised.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it helps you just maneuver life a little bit different. It helps with your mind set. That's why I like to play jazz, especially like for Thor, because improvisation is very important just living a day-to-day life in general.
Mm,
So
absolutely.
jazz is very important for your brain function, um, and really just activating certain parts of your brain.
All right, you just thought had me think about something. Um, when we listening to the binaural beats, now we on the subject of music for healing since we done got into the Mozart effect and jazz. But music definitely used for the good can be for healing. Um, it's helpful to listen to that frequency music with your headphones on. Like if you don't have headphones, it's fine. But if you have headphones and you're able to let those sound vibrations fully immerse your body, like I can tell you all from experience, from my experience, I downloaded this root chakra stimulating music, and I would listen to it every day for at least 7 minutes when I meditate. But I start falling asleep to it. And if you all are not familiar, root chakra deals with your creation. It deals with your wealth building. It deals with your healing and your attracting of love. Um, like root chakra,
Grounding.
yeah, grounding, you can look it up. But I'm telling y'all, when I start listening to that root chakra music consistently with my headphones on or just every day for a certain amount of time, I start noticing like increase in pay, increase in work, okay? Increase of love. Like started being more consistent with my boyfriend, like things like that. Um, I really and then I have a friend that's highly intuitive, and she was like, "Sounds like that root chakra, work that you've been doing on a consistent basis has really attracted a lot of not only healing, but love and opportunities and things to you." So, whatever chakra you feel like you need to stimulate or heal, well, you can always start with the root because it's the base of our
Absolutely.
creation, and then work your way up. Maybe 1 week, listen to all root chakra, binaural beats, and then sacral, wait, yeah, and then solar plexus, and then heart chakra, throat chakra,
Absolutely.
third eye, and crown, and so forth.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's always the best way to start. It's a rapper. I can't remember his name, but he was just talking about how he did that and how that changed his whole life. Just listening to the frequency music, starting with the root and then working his way up. It definitely it definitely helps out. It will heal you. It will.
Absolutely. Okay. You want to go see what the chat was saying?
Yeah, your sister. She used to have y'all listen to Nico. It's funny though
I
because
love her.
I feel like a lot of people got hip to her from the King's Affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can't hold you. I would listen to some of her music and I would like it. But with the King's Affirmation, it was one line in particular that really like stuck out to me about her wanting to be famous. Um, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be famous, but I do know how the music industry works, and I know that niggas will target you off of wanting to be famous. And
Mm-hmm.
it's very prevalent in her music that she's very much into spirituality. Um, However, it was the most recent song that she had came out with. and she was just talking about being in contact with the grays. I'm like, it kind of threw me a little bit, and her talking about just being in contact with the grays and being connected essentially to an artificial intelligence, and I'm like, like I ain't really messing with that. um, but she has some music, that's good, but that threw me off.
Yeah, it be our choice, and we can see how people evolve, and you know, teach his own. Because you might have some people that connect with that, but I do feel what you mean. 'Cause it's just teach his own on that one, and we get to people do prey on your wants and
New
can,
artists because
yeah,
she's very much
manipulate that.
talented,
Absolutely, and
and she
manipulate that.
very much high vibration. Like it's just unfortunate that
I think
I
she
don't
did
know the music
sign to a
industry, man.
label.
It's very much unfortunate how they prey
I think
on very much talented people and use that to their advantage. Um,
I think she did
hate to
sign
see it,
to
but
a
it does.
label. Excuse me. I think she did sign to a label. Um, have you heard of Londrelle?
The name is familiar, and I'm pretty sure I've heard of some of his music.
He got
I would have to listen to it to
he
know for a
got
fact,
he
but
got
yeah, I have.
I found him on YouTube. He has uh, a unique voice. But I love a lot of
She's like this.
his music.
So I feel you. What is it? I tend to focus on more of the stuff that initially got me listening to her. When I heard that, I was
Mhm.
like, this song not for me.
It's a no for me.
Absolutely.
It's a no for
It
me.
just threw me off because I'm like, knowing that, it's like knowing the type of energies that come off in music. It's like, I don't know what you can put into your music from this point forward that may be aligned with those type of energies. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't really know. So it
Mhm.
is what it is.
We just gonna have to wait and see what she come up with next. We'll have to wait and see. Londrelle, his music is affirmation music. I've been raising my vibrations. I've been patient. I've been waiting. And it be good songs to get stuck in your head. Like, I've been raising my vibrations. I've been raising my vibrations. I've been patient. I've been waiting. I've been raising my vibrations. That's one of the
Actually, I know
songs.
exactly who you're talking about.
His
Cause
voice
it's Andre. So always talk about like free soul and all that, but you turn on a certain artist, what is it? Not playlist, but a certain artist
suggestion.
radio. It'll
Uh-huh.
play, similar type music. I know exactly what you're talking about now because he literally speaks affirmation in his music.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So my sister says she know who that is. Londrelle is lit. I have, dang man, what I
It's
do with that
another lady
dang
too. I
song?
can't remember.
It is. It's a lady that has a song called Energy Budget, and I
I think we're talking about the same
cannot
person.
remember her name right now.
I think
The
we're
song
talking
is
about the
called
same
Energy
person.
Budget, and it is a good song. It's a whole album of her just affirming, like,
Cause it's
um,
another song. I'm pretty sure it's the same lady. And then the name of the song is she was just talking about just getting into certain relationships and having basically boundaries and things set in place before. I feel like any young lady needs to listen to that song because she's just talking about having boundaries and having certain things set in place before you get in a relationship, and having that man having no choice but to agree to that before even dealing with her. And I'm like, yes. Absolutely.
I'm mad. I can't find my phone, but um, I can't. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and look and put it in the comments,
Yeah, that's
okay?
what I was gonna
Later
say.
on.
We'll find it and put it in there.
Yeah, I'll probably put the link to the Mozart Effect in the comments too. And I have since gave that book away like I usually do, because I be telling you
Right.
I be giving away my book. I'm about that book again, and I'm going to reread it because it was also talking about how music can heal, more specifically like Mozart, because of the way that he composed that music.
Right.
So I'm saying I read the book over 10 years ago, but I know there was a beneficial book, and a lot of the things that stuck with me were things that I implemented into my life. Because I don't just read stuff to read it to be saying how intelligent I am. I like to take the knowledge of the information that you're getting. Yes, 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 Dre. It is
He
Tony
looking up on his
Jones.
phone. See.
It's Tony Jones.
Toni Jones. I feel like it's another lady too, though. Dang.
I'm writing it down because I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make
Toni
sure.
Jones. It's
I
another
got the
lady
cover
too.
of the
Put it in there.
daggone of the EP or whatever it is in my head. It's like a sunset kind of it's color story. And I think she got on like a yellow dress, giving OSHUN. But I'm gonna go look it up. I
Yeah,
don't know
for sure.
where my other phone. My child must have took that phone because I had it. But
Shit, I think I addressed everything that I was gonna
oh,
go over.
also based on some previous experience, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Grabavoy numbers. Grabavoy numbers are numbers that you can implement into your meditation or just your day-to-day lives that helps you to crack the code and with the matrix that it is. And then you'll have different numbers that stimulate different frequencies, like 8888 is divine
Absolutely.
protection.
Okay.
318798 is financial prosperity. Um, those are the ones that I know off the top of my head because I do use them very often. Like, but what I will say is there is a guy named Bryan Scott on YouTube, and he has meditations, quantum meditations, and he uses the Grabavoid numbers. So you can
Hmm.
go to sleep in that with that on and go ahead and let that like seep into your subconscious. Um, he will like have you do a full warm up before you go to sleep. Like he will tell
Absolutely.
you to lay down and get comfortable in your bed. He'll tell you to like take some deep breaths. He will tell you to tense up everything in your body and then
Yeah.
release it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love those.
man,
I
Brian
love
Scott,
those. Right
Brian
before you
Scott
go to sleep.
meditations. I'm like, look, okay, I'm about to go ahead and get this in me in my sleep, and
Absolutely.
then his his meditations is cool because he understands the power of the subconscious mind and getting that in there. So even like if you wake up in the middle of the night, you'll notice that he has the layer of his voice. It's the trance like state, okay?
Right.
You will be hearing the main thing, but then in the background you will be hearing more. You'll hear the sub layers of an echo of another affirmation that he's already said. Like Brian Scott, Bryan Scott, Monita. I'm literally writing. I think Tony Jane is the lady with the energy budget. But that is my oh yeah, and why would I is it called A Beautiful Course? It's another band. It's a collective of women that sing. Um, I believe it's called A Beautiful Course, but I'm gonna put them in the comment section too because they do a lot of affirmation music. They have um They have a collaboration with India Ari, and the song goes, "What I seek, I have. What I want to know, I understand. All I wish I could, I can. Who I want to be, I am." It's so good. Hey, cousin, where you go? Oh no! What? I hope her phone didn't die. All right, y'all. I think cousin phone done died. Um, oh, cousin, I got her masters. Shout out to my cousin Kalisha who walked across the stage and graduated today. I'm missing her graduation to be on live, but she has graduated with her masters, and we are all so proud. All right, cousin, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So cousin phone died, y'all. But this was a wonderful, wonderful build today for Manifesting Monday. And we will see y'all again next week, Monday at 7. And Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video if you're watching a replay, comment, and subscribe. Comment if anything has been beneficial